I got my man Travis Scott with me. Let's get it, bro.
Money shower feeling. Praise the Lord.
The trap is still bumping. The trap is still bumping.
In that 90210, 90210, looking for the alley. Flashes, spotlight, cooler, nice guy, healthy. Know some young niggas like to swim.
And I'm in that Bugatti, moving 200.
Gang, 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 gang,
Yeah,
gang.
gang, back in the stew.
Bruh. Seems pretty fun. Fuck it.
Lock up the house. Cactus, not no iced tea.
And, you know, I went through something, you know, and I feel like fans went through something and people's parents went through something. It really, you know, it hurts. It hurts the community, it hurts the city. And it's just been a lot of thoughts, you know, a lot of feelings, a lot of grieving.
Around 2 o'clock Friday afternoon, concert goers rushed through the gates. The VIP security checkpoint destroyed. Some people trampled, and at least one person hurt. The Houston Fire Department says it declared a mass casualty event.
And I've witnessed somebody unconscious struggling to get out, and just people weren't caring enough to like make a path.
Different. It was just like a concert from hell.
I straight up thought I was gonna die.
It felt almost as if you were under an elevator and the elevator was coming down, and there was nothing you could do about it.
Today will be the last day that I ever performed this set. Utopia, I'll see you in a couple days.
Greetings from Utopia. Before the show starts, open that shit up.
The thing that was interesting about Travis more so is that he did everything. Everything. He wrote, he produced, he performed, he directed videos, he did everything.
Travis Scott, that nigga different. Yeah, Travis got one of those shows where everybody just like high on drugs and don't give a f or nothing. They just living life and just free enough, you know?
I don't think I speak on that a lot, but Travis is one of my favorite artists though. I remember when I was like a sophomore in high school, when I used to try to write raps, I used to try like, and this is like none of the stuff that I've ever recorded. I used to be like, how would Travis say this?
Have you guys met before?
No, unfortunately not.
What do you think that would look like?
Hopefully a collaboration. Hopefully, maybe a drinking contest or something, I don't know.
What were your thoughts when you heard the rest of Astroworld?
I ain't listened to the rest of it yet. I'm still stuck on Rodeo. I'm still stuck on Days Before Rodeo. Travis is a GOAT. I hope he watches this.
You know what I'm saying? Travis, like he's next level when it comes to being artistic and everything, like his whole vision and being engaged, the artwork, and just the whole craft, like.
So there's a bunch of different ways to pronounce Travis's real name. In French, it's Jacques, which is where the Cactus Jack comes from. Honestly, doing that research blew my mind. Like, I never knew that. Some people in America say Jaquise, however you want to say it. Berman Webster II, who lived in South Park, Houston with his grandmother until the age of 6. The neighborhood was notorious for crime, which he said had a lasting impact on him. He later moved to a middle-class suburb, Missouri City in Houston, to be with his parents. In fact, both his father and grandfather were soul and jazz musicians. Fun fact, his dad actually taught DJ Premier how to play the drums. Random as hell. Let's rage.
My leg.
Hold on.
If you took all the $ found within the names of Travis Scott, Mace, Currency, A$AP Rocky, Joey Badass, Kesha, Trinidad James, Ty $, Cassius, OG Chess, Retro Sushi, and Curtains, what would you get?
My bank account statement.
Yeah. Yo. Just wondering, what is your favorite drink?
Snapple fruit punch. Yeah.
Well then, I'll say this very convincingly. You're 19, your favorite drink is whatever they serve in the police station because I'm texting the cops right now.
You. Man, we gotta get this whole chemistry thing. We went to dinner, wine and grinding. She sitting there, yeah, she laughing and crying. I said, what's wrong, baby, why are you crying? She said, and vibe, baby, yes, I'm just dying. I took the lead to get down on one knee. I said, Marsha, will you please come marry me? She said, yes, with a big old smile. Top action, yes, it's been a while.
Let's start from the beginning. Back in high school, I used to bust it to the dance.
Affiliations.
Nah, for real. Back in 2008, Trav formed a duo with his longtime friend Chris Holloway, known as The Graduates, where they would drop their first mixtape on MySpace called The Graduates EP.
My flow is like a magnet, a sauna, a dagger. Rolling Stone swagger, who is Mick Jagger?
The following year, Scott and OG Chess, one of Scott's schoolmates, formed the group The Classmates. The Classmates released 2 projects, with Buddy Rich in 2009
Where you at? Hawaii's wet is good. Ferrari, darling luggage, go yard and get this wood.
and Cruisin' USA in 2010.
OG, yeah, you know me. Kick them retros out, pull out them 03s. Hit the stage, go hammer, hit the beach, get slammer.
Travis mainly handled the production work on both projects. They remained together until late 2012, when personal conflicts and financial disputes led to them splitting up. At this time, while attending the University of San Antonio, Trav described his time in school as depressing, and that all he wanted to do was just be an artist and make music. After 2 years of college, without his parents knowing, he dropped out and told his mom he needed money for books and a new laptop. His parents sent him over the money, but he ended up buying a plane ticket to New York to follow his dreams. After moving to Washington Heights in New York, he slept on the floor at his friend's house and spent most of his time at Just Blaze's studio.
When I moved to New York, I was like staying at my friend's crib, and I was going to Stadium Red, you know, like Just Blaze and Omen Studio. I used to be there every day.
You just moved to New York on the like, I want to try to pursue this?
I was in college. My mom thought I was in school, so she thought I was paying for school, but she was like paying for like food and plane tickets.
Where were you in? Where did she think you were in college?
UTSA and UT.
Okay.
Like, I went to both of those.
So you went to Texas San Antonio and Texas Austin.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was going to Stadium Red every day, and then that was kind of like getting to a point, and then like my friend had like a crib in LA, so I went there and we shared a room. But as soon as I got there, like I put out a video in New York, my first Lovesick, it was called Lovesick.
I met this chick who wanna meet me up the avenue. I had a feeling we have a bar.
While in LA, T.I.'s representative contacted Travis, asking him to attend a studio for a meeting. Soon after his meetup with T.I., his beats started to gain attraction. He was staying at a hotel when he got a call asking if he could come to New York because Kanye wants to work with him. I should also mention that he signed with Epic Records in 2012, and in November of that same year, he would sign a deal with Kanye's Good Music. So he ended up buying a plane ticket to New York to meet Kanye around the time of the Cruel Summer release. He ended up calling his dad, who was still upset with him after dropping out of college, but was proud of him for meeting with Kanye. Travis was actually a major role in making the song Sin City on Cruel Summer. Just a few months later, in early 2013, XXL put him on the cover of their freshman list.
My dad and my grandfather, man, they were jazz musicians. I was always around music, and so I just attacked it from there. I love hip hop, rap, P. Diddy, Kanye West, like them dudes are like influences on like what was going on. When I was 3, my dad bought me my first like fucking drum set and shit. I just started beating on that. It's just like niggas beats sucked. So I was like, man, I gotta make my own shit for it to be ill.
And he didn't even drop a solo project yet.
Lifted, I'm feeling it so gifted. Tripping, I'm constantly falling. Missing who I found it, T probably glisten. In fact, that nigga probably missing the flank.
In April of that year, Travis signed a record deal with T.I.'s Grand Hustle imprint. Whoops, wrong song. Travis released his first big single with T.I. and 2 Chainz this year called Upper Echelon. Shout out to T.I. though, cause that was the best undrafted signee you could have ever gotten. He really struck gold with that one. I highly doubt he knew Travis would blow up like that. I guess he said, hey, Kanye sees potential in it, so fuck it. Crazy thing is though, the first time I ever heard of Travis Scott was actually on a Meek Mill song of all things. It was on his Dream Chasers 3 mixtape, which is a classic series by the way, on the song I'm Leanin'. Fire verse, bruh. Leanin'. Damn near spilled my semen or some shit like I forgot what he said.
Had a 2020 with my preacher wife. Damn near seen my demons.
He's also credited for being a co-producer on Kanye's Yeezus for the tracks New Slaves and Guilt Trip.
You see it's broke, nigga, race him. That's that don't touch anything in the stove. And another one, Capricorn. Drop that shit.
Where did it all start?
It started on fucking 2026 Waterfall Drive, man. And that's where like it all went down, man. Like fucking my mom's house, my dad's house. It's like I had my room, I turned my bedroom into a full-blown studio. Like fuck the bed, fuck everything, man. Like I slept in a chair, you know, shit was just like real. I was on a PC, broke down ass PC, man, you know what I'm saying? Mom got me a Mac and I just like had to do it, man. Like all my friends, Ashton, all my homies just came through and just like recorded and shit. And so I was like an engineer. Like I seen Kanye making beats in the yellow Polo. I was like, oh fuck, this shit's called producing. Fuck, I gotta like learn how to do ill shit. So that's how I picked it up, man. And then like I just started going ham. I met Kilhoffer and then my life just changed.
How did you meet Kilhoffer?
Man, email. This idiot has his number and fucking email on the internet. And like, fucking, I used to hit this dude up, man. And my homie Dozy, man, for real. My homie Josh Canoe, he used to email him for me and shit and act like it was me. And then like I just send him beats, send him songs. And then he was like, yo, send me some shit for Sean. And I never sent nothing, but I just kept sending my music, and then like I met up with him in LA. Man, I bought a ticket from Texas to LA to meet this nigga for 20 minutes. I was so I had my backpack, my motherfucking laptop, my fucking controller, hard drives. I thought he was about to hit the studio. He was like, man, I'm about to go on the Watch the Throne tour, man. Like, I was like, fuck. And I went back home, man, I had no, man, it was all fucked up.
So for people who don't know Kilhoffer, he's that guy that is Kanye's engineer. He's engineered a lot of big albums. He's that guy behind the scenes that makes a lot of artists' music sound. He turns it HD basically.
Yeah, he's a producer too and shit, man. Like Kill worked on some of the hardest tracks you know and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he's ill, man. He's all around. Man, I did this video, man. I had the song, and, you know, he fucked with it. And Kilhoffer kind of like, man, I was in the fucking SLS, man. You know, fucking, man, my last day, I just got kicked out my crib. Man, Kilhoffer somehow made that shit happen. And then I made it to New York, and that's when niggas was working on, like, Theraflu, and I heard Mercy for the first time and shit. And then like, I was just working on mad songs, man. And then it's just like, I just kept around, and then I played Ye my music. He fucked with this shit so hard, man. It's like, man, you gonna be the future, man. So it's just like, ever since then.
How do you feel when he said that?
Man, that's like a lot of pressure.
On May 21st, 2013, Travis's debut mixtape, Al Faro, was released. This project featured production from Mike Dean and features from Wale, Meek Mill, 2 Chainz, and T.I. The project came 2 months after he was picked for the XXL freshman class. It was honestly exceptional for a debut mixtape. It had a nice blend of beat switches and straight bars with some really good features from Wale and Meek Mill. Honestly, this mixtape is always overlooked and deserves a lot more credit. In a lot of these songs, especially a lot of Travis's early music, you can really hear a heavy Kid Cudi influence and Kanye as well.
One hand on the wheel, one hand on my dick, I'm a motherfucking monster.
Our first kiss in the living room, that's a hella way to end the night.
fuck, I lost my mind. I've been running since the 7:45, the dirt road straight out the moat.
Why Al Farrell to be the title of this mixtape?
Well, when I first started doing music, I was staying in New York, and I used to go to Stadium Red with Omen and Just Blaze. So I used to only can go to that studio from 9 p.m. to like 10 a.m. the next morning. So that's like an owl shift. You know, so my friends used to always call me an owl, man, like, because I was always up late, mixing. Like, I had no engineer, so I had to do it all myself, like, record myself. Just Pharaoh, man, I just feel like I'm a king, or, like, the music is just God level. I use this word God level all the time. Like, the beats, the drums, you know, all God level, man. Scott Mescudi, my favorite rapper of all time.
Scott Mescudi is your favorite rapper of all time?
Bro, he's, like, the best rapper of all time. I'm super sad I'm not on this Cudi Life tour, but it's all good.
Why do you think Cudi is such a great... I love Cudi, and I hear a lot of people talk about Cudi. I don't always hear people describe him as a great rapper.
I gotta play his music, man. He's like the ultimate. It's like his man. If you gotta really listen to his raps, it's like so real. That's why I'm excited to like put my album out. You know, Al Farrell was just like the start of like what I wanted to do.
Your shit ain't getting me hard no more. They're looking for bullets, singing, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
On August 18th, 2014, Travis released what a lot of diehard La Flame fans call his best project. A project that Travis himself would describe as a free album via Twitter the following day. The praise for this tape was very high, as Hot New Hip Hop gave it a 96%, bruh. The project featured the likes of Young Thug, Rich Homie Quan, and the Migos. It also featured two of his best songs, Drugs You Should Try It and Mamacita. The project's production was one of the main reasons that made this project so good. It featured Metro Boomin and was mixed and mastered by Mike Dean.
Nas Beamers, double pocket, fuck pen and meter. No, I need my dollars. No, a nigga need my commas. She bitches on bitches, they run the lobby, they know that I got it.
You know, I just dropped this free album.
Now, what's with this free album, man? You just want to give away free music?
I mean, I just thought like it was like at a point where I'm about to drop my album called Rodeo. So I just want to like instill like, you know, the sound of like, you know, kind of like tell people like what my album's gonna feel like, and like the story, the pre-story to it, you know.
Now, if you had to compare yourself, if you could compare yourself to anybody, who would you compare yourself to, or who would you say the sound that you kind of follow or that you listen to?
I listen to like Bajork or like MGMT type of music. You know, comparison, I'll say back in the day I used to like compare myself to like a likes of like an MIA or like a Kid Cudi or like a Kanye, but now it's kind of like I like created my own sound and like wave and, you know, cult following and shit. So like I don't really compare myself to anybody now.
Now, who are you signed to?
T.I. and Kanye West and and Epic, yeah.
Now, how did that happen? That's a lot of people in the pot.
Yeah. You know, I met T.I. like before I was like anyone even knew me and shit. Like when I dipped from New York to go to Cali, I put out this video, and he seen it and he was like, "Yo, I fuck with this shit. I'm gonna keep watching you." It's like, all right, cool. So I kept putting out music and shit, and then that's when I met like Kanye and shit.
Where'd you meet Kanye?
My manager, he's like his producer, engineer and shit. So he's been knowing him for like the longest time and shit. So he played on my video and shit. So like he flew me out to New York, and you know, he was like kicking it. You know, I worked on like that album, Cruel Summer.
Cruel Summer album, yeah.
Yeah, I was featured on a song called Sin City, and I produced like mad songs on that album and shit. And so, you know, that was the first thing we did. So ever since then, we just like got super cool, and he like became more of a mentor. And then like I started working on Yeezus, you know. Then he like became like my big brother, and then like, you know, it was just like crazy. And then like the whole album, like Magna Carta, you know.
So you do a lot of producers. So what made you want to start? Well, I ain't gonna say start rapping, but get from behind the boards and into that mic.
I mean, shit, it was all like all at the same time and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I made my own beats for my own raps. You know what I'm saying? So it just like happened, like other rappers was like, oh yeah, them beats is tight, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always wanted to like rap.
You know, but like I was like, man, sometimes these niggas beats is weak, and I don't like rapping over niggas beats and shit. You know, Kanye was like always that big influencer on just like self-creative, like motherfucker, like nigga, like made his own beats and like rapped and shit. Yeah.
So now after this free album that you're giving out for absolutely positively free, I'm sure the label's like fuck. So when's the album gonna come out? Where
February, man. You know, top of next year.
You have a title for the album yet?
Yeah, it's called Rodeo.
Popping pills is all we know.
Travis Scott. Travis. We all know him as the mega superstar that he is today. One of the best performers in hip hop. The energy at his shows are nuts. But how about if I took y'all back to before his debut album Rodeo even came out? Back when his name was Travis Scott with a $sign. Let me bring y'all back for a second. You guys gotta understand that back in 2014, Travis wasn't really mainstream yet. I mean, he kinda was. He was on a lot of mainstream artist songs already at this point. The song Mamacita had really started to give him that buzz.
Mamacita, Sita, Sita.
This was when I really started to pay attention to Trav more, cause at that time I was a huge Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan fan. I still am, but you get what I mean. I remember his name being talked about a lot. A lot of my friends at work would tell me like, yo, you gotta listen to this Travis Scott dude. He's different. His vocals and aura is just a vibe, etc, etc. And now comes 2015, and Travis at this point is gearing up for his debut album Rodeo, and here comes Antidote. It was heard for the first time ever when Trav performed it at an after party in Dallas.
Don't you let out the antidote. Yeah. Popping pills is all we know. Yeah. Bananas is all we know. Don't go through the front door. It's low key at the night show. Open up that window. I don't do no horse. I think God, that's enough.
The song was just made like 2 days before and wasn't even fully mastered, but the crowd loved it. The song was co-produced by Wonder Girl and Eastbound, and they used a sample by Lee Fields on a song called All I Need. It was dropped on SoundCloud originally that same month in June. He even said on SoundCloud, and I quote, "This is for the real fans, the real ragers. This is some vibes for the summer. This isn't on Rodeo, it's coming soon." And I ain't gonna lie fam, when this song started popping off, I swear to you, I thought it was a Ray Shremmerd song at first. I kid you not, when I heard it on the radio, I was like, yo, is that Sway Lee? This shit is hard. And it did sound like Travis's biggest and boldest performance yet to that point. So it was different. And when I found out it was Trav, I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is out of here. And it ended up being so popular that it became the lead single for Rodeo. And for a while, until Goosebumps came out, it was probably the craziest song to mosh to at a Trav show. This song single-handedly put Travis on a whole nother stratosphere from his peers and made him into the star that he is today. The song has well over 4 million plays on SoundCloud and over 400 million views on YouTube, bro. Rodeo was the most anticipated album of 2015 due to the success of Days Before Rodeo. The anticipation of Rodeo really picked up steam when the tracklist was actually leaked through Twitter. It was found out that it had features such as Quavo, Juicy J, Kanye, The Weeknd, Sway Lee, Chief Keef, Justin Bieber, and Young Thug. The release of this project was delayed a few times, which only increased the anticipation for it. The album was finally released September 4th, 2015 and was quickly thought of as one of the best albums of that year. In fact, it's highly recognized as one of, if not the greatest trap album we have ever laid our ears on. It honestly sounds like nothing else and is extremely unique, especially at the time of its release.
top, broad day. Yeah, I can tell, baby, I can tell. Ladies order up the champagne, a whole lot of it. I done found like meaning now. All them days are hard to break. Her heart out in pieces now. Call your friends, let's get drunk. Call your friends, let's get drunk.
Rodeo landed at number 3 on the Billboard Top 200 with 70,000 in pure album sales first week. Oh yeah, and Nightcrawler, best song on that album, Do Not At Me.
When the night crawls, all the money yellows in the alcohol.
And let's not forget too, the first ever Rolling Loud that ever existed featured Travis Scott. Fun fact, the kid that Travis is tossing into the crowd right here is actually Florida rapper La Tyler.
What?
Which is crazy because this is early 2015 and he's only 17 as of recording this, so he had to have been like 9 or 10. Bro, at that age, I was watching Eddie Guerrero frog splash John Cena on top of a car, bro. Not being tossed into the crowd at a show. And what's crazy is that day it was a hurricane too and people still showed up. It was indoors, but to get there I'm sure had to have been a mission.
I came to this motherfucker to rage, man. So if you don't want to rage, you better go in there and fucking jack your dick to school.
Damn, it's crazy how far Rolling Loud has come. It went from 2 small stages at Soho Studios to the parking lot of stadiums. From just being one day to being the biggest weekend hip-hop has ever seen when it comes to festivals. And Travis at this point has headlined multiple Rolling Louds. He also rocked Summer Jam 2015 too with the $sign in his name during the day. Classic.
This is you with the broken eye. This is you with the... Bring your ass here, bro. Come here. Holy shit. Look at this picture. Oh. You see this picture? This is a guy that survived the fucking rodeo. This shit right here, this is his eye. This is him right now. So this is what I want you to do. Open up that fucking mosh pit right now, man. Y'all know how Travis Scott get down. You motherfucking open it up. You. No. I got a pit for you right here. I want you to get right there. Get on top of those steps. You see that step right there? When this beat drop, I want you to fly as far as fucking there as possible. You get it? I love ragers that survived the rodeo, and that motherfucker survived, and he's back for round 2. I like that. I like that. Chase B, give him something to get rowdy to. All you motherfuckers in the back, you better get acquainted. You better get acquainted. Yeah. Here it goes. I love you. 5, 4, yeah. 4, 4, 3.
In 2016, Trav was out here doing fire features too.
Life ain't easy, so but we live so geeky. Last time I smoked gas, I almost crashed. We been counting cake,
and the listening event in MSG, you know the classic video. He was also in the crowd for Kanye's tour, legendary video. It's also kind of important to note his relationship he had with Rihanna, which came to light in late 2015. This would honestly help put his name out there to an even more mainstream level, because it gave Trav exposure to a more pop audience. She even took him on her anti-world tour throughout early 2016. It definitely raised his celebrity status and name in that pop atmosphere. So in late 2015 and the beginning of 2016, Travis would drop 2 songs close to each other called A-Team and Whole Lotta Lovin'.
A-Team, please don't try to play us.
I ain't gonna lie, A-Team gives me PTSD, bro. Cause I remember in my car at the time, every time I plugged in my aux cord, A-Team would play every single time. And I used to have to like skip it or pause it. It was mad annoying. Dope song though. And Whole Lotta Lovin' to me is a super underrated EDM / trap song DJ Mustard and Trav linked up for, which I felt like was a bit ahead of its time. If that song came out today, it probably would be a lot bigger. It definitely didn't get the light it deserved.
God damn it, I'm fucked up.
And during this Birds era is when we really saw Travis propel himself to a legitimate star in the mainstream.
I toss and turn, I keep stressing my mind.
Birds in the trap, see me night out right now, motherfucker. Everybody bounce, bounce. It's summertime, why they tryna go? Shit. I was dressed in my dressing room and like, you know, one of them weird motherfuckers with the headpieces that be like, yo, 5 minutes, man. 5 minutes, man. 5 minutes, man. 5 minutes, man. I'm like, yo, there's fans out here right tonight. And I came to this motherfucker to rage and rage only. So I'm letting you know right now, if you're not trying to mosh, if you're not trying to crowd surf, if you want to just stand and see if this shit gonna be lit, please get the fuck out! Y'all need to open that mosh pit up, man. Everybody bounce, bounce, yo, yo, yo.
I've been moving at a race. Straight up. Tell me what we going through the face.
Turn everybody up in my ears. Turn the music up in the monitors, man. I'm not no fucking opening act, man. Don't fuck with me. If your first your job.
Beautiful morning. You're the sun of my morning, man.
Get off my stage, bro. Ain't no cameraman on this stage, man. You see these fans? These are the only fucking cameras we need, baby. I said, you see these fans? This is the only cameras we need. I was really fighting for a night set, but they wouldn't give it to me. But who gives a fuck? Even though I wasn't invited to the VMAs this year, I still feel like this is one of the best videos of all time. Chase B! Yeah. Wait. Chase Hook don't feel in love. Yo, okay, automatic. Yeah, always got it on me, baby, automatic. Oh, my. Everybody sing it. Oh, what? Yeah. Birds. Hey. Cause you're sweet. Let's go. Stop by say. Why you say? I wrote this song in my bad motherfucking bedroom at one of the darkest points of my life. I get those goosebumps every. I need that. Let's do it. Yeah! Hands up! Bounce! Ladies, hold up the... All right of it! Don't you let out that... Everybody! Whoa! Pop and tells it! Yeah! Come on! I'm doing something special tomorrow. If you buy my album tomorrow on my site, I'm launching a 60-piece merch collection. You buy the album, you get any piece of merch you want for free. Birds in the Trap. America, thank you for coming to see me tonight, baby. I mean, this afternoon. This evening.
It's crazy though, because I remember when Birds first came out, 2016, I have some of the best memories with music, man, just in general. But yeah, I feel like that was one of the greatest albums I ever heard at the time. Songs like Way Back, The Ends, Bees in the Trap, which I thought was Justin Bieber at first, just by the name on the track. I didn't know shit about Nav, to be honest. With the release of the songs A-Team and Wonderful with The Weeknd, it really helped keep Trav relevant as the buzz for Antidote started dying down a bit. And Wonderful is actually Travis's most streamed song on SoundCloud to date, and it's not even close. With the release of Pick Up the Phone in June of that year with Quavo and Young Thug, which went on to go 2 times platinum,
Pick up the phone. I know you're home, baby.
Pick up the phone, bitch, and pick up the phone, baby.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Nigga, I introduced you to Travis Scott, fuck, nigga.
That soldier going live on his Periscope.
Cause niggas think I'm playing, nigga.
Niggas calling Quavo right now. He about to check this nigga.
You scared to pick up the phone, bitch ass nigga. That nigga a bitch. That nigga a fucking bitch, bruh. Pick up the phone, Quavo. I introduced Migos to Sean Kingston. I introduced Migos to Travis Scott, nigga. Travis Scott was sleeping on your couch, bruh. They ain't even know who he was, bruh. They said, oh, Travis Scott, that nigga like a weirdo. Who is that? I said, man, that's Kanye West artist. Y'all need to fuck with him. Now look, they got the song Pick Up the Phone. Now they want to beef with Big Soulja.
And Birds in the Trap Sing Brian McKnight was eventually released in September of that year, which spawned the certified gold Through the Late Night. The platinum Biebs in the Trap. And one of Travis's biggest songs, Goosebumps, which is now certified diamond.
I'm feeling a strong 2 to a light 3 on this thing.
One time Travis played Goosebumps at a show like 14 or 15 times in a row, bro. Crazy.
So, OKC, join me on this shit right here. I get those goosebumps every time. Yeah. As you can.
Every time I need the Heim.
People are falling and passing out. Yeah.
Now, Birds might not be considered by fans as his best work, but it's still a fire album to listen to in my opinion. Lose, my Lambo gon' skirt, my crib ain't got serves. Shit crazy. And to me, this is the best album cover from Trav, that's for sure. But, hold up, do y'all remember this? If you know, you know. Days Before Birds. I'll never forget on my way to class in college, and Twitter was in a frenzy and all my friends hitting me up about it. So if you didn't know, someone leaked an unofficial mixtape / fake project on streaming services, bruh, under Travis Scott's name. It was entirely made up of Travis Scott's recent leaks, live premieres, and songs released with other artists. Travis was not pleased about this, bruh. He was tight. Look at the tweets he put out right away. Man, I remember vividly adding this to my Apple Music. I was just talking to my boy about this the other day, and he actually still has it on his phone from the day he downloaded it. But clearly all the songs aren't available. I remember bumping the Hooch.
Off the Hooch, yeah. Feeling kinda loose off the Hooch.
Oh Me, Oh My, Black Mass.
Oh my, oh me, oh my. I serve a nigga like it's Five Guys. Always used to pull up, pop, truck at chances. Yeah, growing hard, falling hard. Roy, put the Roy.
This was a time for real. In March of 2017, Travis announced he would be launching his own imprint in the name of Cactus Jack Records. It's also important to note Travis's relationship with Kylie Jenner, which started in April of that year, and boy did that really bring a lot more mainstream attention to his name. 2017 was an interesting year for Travis. He was also on Drake's song Portland, which landed at number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100, becoming his first top 10 song as a featured artist.
Yeah, no, I did not sign with Jay, but I still send the title away. Yeah.
On top of being on the classic album Culture, on the track Kelly Price,
straight up, treat the Bentley truck like a jack, got the red and blues on my eyes,
and on the Fast and Furious soundtrack for the song Go Off with Uzi and Quavo.
Double low speed, double low shift. I hit the 4th gear, but don't drift.
In fact, since we're on the topic of features, he killed every single feature he was on this year, bro.
In my 23s having a Jordan moment. Private status just tryna land a jet at Magic. Going way up, on my way to cut the traffic. Top dropped off on my whip. Whipping that, whipping that, whipping that. There's some dangerous. I'ma hit you 4 a.m. see if you make it. Suave midday, frio chile. Gotta keep it caliente.
I feel like at this point he really knew what his brand was, you know what I mean? He was cooling off birds, doing a bunch of shows as usual, gearing up for his next album. Bro, just peep how he came out at Coachella this year. It was actually his first time ever performing at Coachella. Pretty fire. In May of that year on SoundCloud, he dropped what I think is one of his best songs ever created in Butterfly Effect. That really made people want to hear his next project. He was also a special guest on Kendrick's Damn Tour, which I went to, by the way, in the Barclays Center. Shit was lit.
For this life I cannot change.
Oh, and let's not forget, bruh, Fingers Blue with Smoke Perp.
Lamborghini Rosa, this is not the coupe.
You guys remember the whole, yo, is Smoke Perp signed to Cactus Jack? Like, what's up with that? There was speculation for quite some time whether or not Smoke Perp was actually signed to Cactus Jack.
Are you the first artist on his imprint?
I think so. I don't want to say I'm 100% sure, but
well, publicly it looks like it's the first one.
Yeah.
They had a little FaceTime call together. They were in the same studio together, which this clip is hilarious, by the way.
Hey, yo, Trev. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, yo, Ricky. Let's get it.
But after the track Fingers Blue, which was a banger, they wouldn't be seen together at all. I feel like Travis never really gave a fuck about Perp like that. And then came along Sheck West and Don Toliver, two artists that Travis embraced big time and took them on his tour in 2018, where Smoke Perp was nowhere to be found. Cool side fact though, if you didn't know, I hosted my own show in January of 2023 where I actually booked Smoke Perp to be a special guest, and he performed Fingers Blue. Dope moment that I'm super proud of. But he also dropped a collab tape with Quavo later that year called Huncho Jack Jack Huncho, which I enjoyed for the most part. It could have been better. Honestly, I think a lot of people, especially me, were expecting more of a oh my this side, pick up the phone, Kelly Price kind of vibes, but what we got wasn't as good, but still had some bangers on it.
Black and Chinese, man's on relief. From the north to the mall, 500K just to host. Go. If that coupe came with rims, I don't want it. Stop me out. ATL, this shit ludicrous. 40 on my hip like it's new fashion. Blasting.
He was also featured on Big Sean and Metro Boomin's mixtape on the track Go Legend, which was cool. Side note, Big Sean is goated and we respect him, but the track So Good is probably the worst song Big Sean has ever made.
Pussy so good, I never fuck you in the ass. Got a this guy stinks!
And I can't believe they made that the single. Also in September of 2023, there was a post that said Huncho Jack has reached 1 billion streams. Quavo hinted at a Huncho Jack sequel, saying, "That's tough, next one loading, battery full." I think if they did make that sequel, it'll definitely be better, cause Quavo's latest project, it's honestly one of, if not my favorite project this year. I'm just saying.
But I know I can't look backwards. That's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Never forget that the Migos amazing. Oh, that shit's so hard. Bro, remember when Travis and Tory Lanez had some smoke with each other? There was a video that leaked from Worldstar almost 2 years after it actually happened. So this whole incident that I'm talking about happened at Malaluna Festival in October of 2016. This all happened about some ghostwriting / Tory sounding like Travis situation. And during this time, the song Liddy had dropped off Meek Mill's DC4 project.
All of the fours on college, you know that we Liddy again.
where the community on Twitter were saying how Tory sounded just like Travis. And then Tory would go on to tweet, "I can't sound like somebody I wrote for," which in my opinion makes no sense because, yes you can. But okay. The song he could have been referring to was a song called Brand New Chopper with T.I. and Travis, where Travis was on the hook. Here's that leaked World Star video that I'm talking about.
You're not the only person that they say on the sound. Days before this, I tweeted, I said, yo, my nigga, you a legend for making your song. At the end of the day, nigga said I sound like something, my nigga. I said what I said. If you felt the way and you want to handle it the way you want to handle it, that's why we here right now. Are we apologizing, or are you want to shoot the fade, my niggas? I'm just trying. Everybody can get out of here. Every single person can get out of here. Because it seems like you're just trying to come at me, my nigga. I'm not for that. My understanding is you tweeted, "I can't sound like somebody I wrote." The song that you wrote, he asked me 2014 to do a verse for you, bro. To do a hook for you.
And Tory had mentioned later on in an interview that he felt like Travis probably didn't even know that Tory wrote that. They didn't even end up scrapping. They eventually was on some, yo, let's just make music together. And Tory even tweeted after the video was leaked, saying, "Me and Travis been got past this irrelevant ass argument a year and a half ago. That's my dog." And he even has some lines on the song Hate to Say where he talks about this incident.
Me and Travis Scott almost fought at the Malaluna. We both agreed shortly after that there was music we possibly could be doing that's bigger than trying to ruin it. So my apologies, niggas, just forgive me for doing it. We just had a disagreement over something. You know, at one point, we was at the same festival and we was about to scrap over some shit. So I was just saying my apologies for egging on the fight, because at the end of the day, it's not like we ended up scrapping. So we sat there and we talked about how what you felt and whatever I felt, and then we was like, yo, we should be working with each other.
It's gonna change niggas' drums, it's gonna change niggas' melodies, BPMs, it's gonna change flows. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. I can make another year and I never hear a song like this. I can sit with this album like this for life. You'll be all alone in the air. Straight 10 hours on this flight, man.
I mean, what can I really say about Astroworld other than it's f***ing great? I'll never forget the rollout for this album and just being so excited for it, especially after he dropped his little Astroworld trailer which had stargazing in it. It only made me more hyped for it. It should have won Album of the Year hands down over Cardi B's trash shit. Man, in 2018, Travis was killing it with the features too.
Shawty on a rock star, the flame. Overtime and overdue. I can take your car, I need FaceTime. Both the metro, took the baseline. I pull up so I can't pull no more. These niggas up to something. Douse in the flame, yeah. Bounce for some change, yeah. Ice water turn Atlantic. Night calling in a phantom.
And this isn't a feature, but the song Watch with Kanye and Uzi, bro, they should have made a music video to that. If I'm not mistaken, Astroworld was the first project where I listened to it from beginning to end without seeing a feature list, and hearing those features for the first time, it really brought that element of surprise and intrigue to the listen, man. It's honestly one of the best first listens in my life. The introduction of Don Toliver to the world was amazing too. When I first heard that, I was like, who the hell is this?
I'm on my mind, yeah, I'm high for the real. You can't be live, boy, I got it, I don't feel.
This album is truly a roller coaster experience. To go from the smash hit Sicko Mode,
This shit way too big, when we pull up, give me the loot.
which I didn't like how in the music video they showed someone that looked just like X get killed by a meteor. That was not cool, Chief.
Had me out like a light, like a light.
But to go from that to more laid back tracks like R.I.P. Screw,
I just took a fold to the head like man.
and Stop Trying to Be God, to a more turn-up track like No Bystanders,
Spent 10 hours on this flight, man.
which was originally a Juice WRLD song called Abyss.
The damage that I didn't get your attention.
And some of you may not know this, but did you know that Travis was actually sued for this song? Even though Sheck West handled the "fuck the club up" part, well, that's the reason why Trav got sued. That chorus interpolates the chorus of 3 6 Mafia's 1995 track, Tear the Club Up 97, where the group raps, Travis was eventually legally sued by DJ Paul for copyright. In September of 2019, word spread that the lawsuit was settled by Travis, paying the requested $20 million. Damn. He was also on Future and Post Malone's albums this year.
Find the cutoff where it's dim and pour butter rim. I brought on 10 of this coupe only made for 2.
But yeah, to go from Stop Trying to Be God to one of my favorites like Skeletons.
We just rock Coachella, I gave her half of the check.
Bro, I can show every song on this album and they all slap. There's legit no skips on here for me. And this album is absolutely his best body of work from beginning to end, in my opinion. The whole theme behind it and the fact that he really brought his childhood back to life with it is super fire. I'm sure by now you guys have seen the Look Mom I Can Fly documentary. My shit better though, we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, like the mayor saying that Houston is gonna reopen Astroworld because of Travis.
Really? Yeah, the mayor also said that Scott keeps Houston on the map.
Like, how fire is that, bro? Come on, that boy even performed at the Super Bowl, bro. How fire is that? When I was at Rolling Loud for Travis's set, there's just something about when he performs, man. Like, I just can't really explain it. But the bass is louder, the vibe is way more lit, and the atmosphere is just on another world, all pun intended. You guys remember the song Chopsticks? That shit was aight.
Chopsticks, chopsticks, chopsticks.
What the fuck is we doing?
Yeah. Okay, look, you cannot say pop and forget the smoke. I'm from the floors where niggas told they couldn't be cribs, so they turn fruit. Driving through the Ville, dropping a joke.
Vibes in this bitch, they surprised that I live.
Friends hopped up that Billy truck.
Man, Jack Boys is a fire mixtape, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Trav did a great job really showcasing the Jack Boys members, especially Don Toliver. He shines the most on this tape in my opinion. And I feel like the aesthetic for this mixtape was super dope, and it really gave off a certain vibe that not many tapes do nowadays. It featured the Highest in the Room remix, which had one of, if not the worst verse I've ever heard in my entire life. With Rosalia, bruh, not even Lil Baby could save that shit. It was god awful, but the original song was actually Trav's first ever #1 song on his debut, so that's pretty lit. He was also featured on the remix of Young Thug's song Hot, which I remember hearing for the first time.
It's hot.
Oh, he did it.
I'm running like Nike, we got it on lock.
Yo, feeling it, boy.
Like the 504 boys, I moved through the live, babe.
He was also featured on the smash hit of the summer in 2019, The London. He was also on Offset's album this year on the song called Legacy, super underrated track.
Ever since I got checks, I don't run and get mad as how I react. But she throwing it back at.
Also, remember how I mentioned earlier how Travis was tight that he didn't get the nighttime slot in his 2016 Made in America performance? Well, he definitely got his wish 3 years later at Made in America 2019.
Hold on. I see my VIP section right here. We getting a little bit closer. This shit right here, they getting sweaty. Y'all are sweat team. You get what I'm saying? We're gonna try this one more time. I'm not playing with no motherfucking games with y'all motherfuckers tonight.
Are they ready now?
Yeah.
Just trying to create to the max. That's all I want to do is create to the max.
And now comes 2020. A very interesting yet productive and crazy year for Travis. Shit, the whole world really. The pandemic put a halt to everything. No shows, the world was in shambles for a bit, masks everywhere, vaccines, riots, all that. But Travis kept his foot on the gas and went super crazy this year.
I first take a game changer burst with a change gon' hurt, but it really ain't a game.
Bruh, in my opinion, this is one of Travis's best features of all time. Super underrated song. I feel like Travis doesn't even need auto-tune, bro. It's like auto-tune needs Travis. In fact, according to an article from the Daily News, where it says through lucrative partnerships with brands such as McDonald's,
oh yeah, and my Sprite. Gotta go.
PlayStation, General Mills, Nike, and Fortnite, even Nerf guns, will reportedly gross more than $100 million this year. Insane. And this was the year where he started his Utopia rollout. What's funny is that I actually found a Reddit post where someone actually did God's work and legit made an entire timeline in writing of the Utopia rollout / timeline. If you want, you could pause the video and read all of this. Some people really have all the time in the world, bro. But let's start from the beginning of 2020. Trav was featured on a Migos track called Give No Fucks, which was a huge flop, by the way. The song was pretty weak.
We just count the pavement, just let that juvie play. She start rejuvenating.
In April of this year, Trav had his astronomical Fortnite event, which I remember like it was yesterday. Walking around playing, hearing the music, and the first time hearing the Scots with Kid Cudi, shit was fire. Real pandemic shit, which actually became Kid Cudi's first ever #1 hit on Billboard's Hot 100. In June of this year, the song Wash Us in Blood with Kanye was released. A pretty overlooked song if you ask me.
We got your time in the federal. Squad box you in like a sectional.
And in the summer of this year was when we were all introduced to Utopia. Travis talked about it for the first time and tells us it'll be released in 2021, which was supposed to be the year, but we'll definitely get into that. In August of 2020, he would be featured on the Tenet soundtrack with the song The Plan, a pretty underrated song.
I didn't win back in myself, felt like hell, fuck I risked it, pace yourself, how you living?
In September, he would be featured on Big Sean's Detroit 2 album for the song Lithuania.
X's and O's and interchange, hit 3 in a row, that's just a game.
And of course, like I mentioned earlier, his very own McDonald's meal, which basically was just mustard on a quarter pounder. It was pretty good though, I had to try it. Honestly, this had everyone I knew getting McDonald's that don't even eat it like that, including me. The marketing was genius. In fact, him and McDonald's was even fined for like $200 or something like that when like 200 people showed up where Travis was at the McDonald's. It's pretty hilarious.
Alright, hey yo, am I good? Thank you for getting another poster. Hold on. We are live. She good, bro. It's a kid right here. Come on. We out here at the McDonald's. You know, we gotta keep that social distance. You know, yes, sir. All right, people. You know the vibes are on, man. I gotta put my feet out here, man. Hey, me and my boy. I need my shirt. I need a shirt. Nah. I need a shirt. Can I borrow it? I'll give it back to you. Yeah. I'll give it back to you. Yo! You know the vibes? Whoa! Slow down. Oh man. Slow down.
Oh shit. Hey yo, IG, we gotta go. I'm gonna call you back.
The song Franchise would also drop in September.
Cacti's not no iced tea. Got him bamboozled like a Spike Lee.
This was a pretty dope track that actually went #1 on Billboard, but quickly fell down the charts just a week later. I actually bought the cassette for this song. I thought it would be a dope collector's item, so I actually contributed to the song going #1. The remix with Future was dope too.
I made you get that rich and million, bust it down, bitch.
And in October, the famous hilarious Travis meme was spawned on Halloween that year. Travis was not fucking around this year, bruh.
Where Travis Scott and the Cactus Jack Foundation are unveiling a mural and a new basketball.
Travis Scott debuted a Dior collaboration for the first time. This collaboration between Dior and Travis Scott's Cactus Jack brand marks
Throw it, watch it, cake it, profit. Your energy is 666 and minus plus. Then gotta put them crosses on before we met. You need more than Google just to find me.
Take the game, baby!
Travis Scott walked into my 7-Elevens to get some cacti to drink. This was so crazy. I didn't know what to say to him. This person got a high five.
I watch movies all the time, and it's hard to say it was my favorite movie. No Country, Old Man, There Would Be Blood, The Breakfast Club, 16 Candles, Flubber.
So we finally kinda got out of the pandemic as shows officially started to open up, and 2021 started off amazing for Travis. Honestly, pretty much the whole year was going great for him. Starting off the year strong, releasing his drink Cacti. And I remember this being impossible to find for me, bruh, for like a week. I went to like every deli around me that sold alcohol, and they were always sold out. And yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this got you pretty lit since it was 7% instead of the usual 5%. But to me, it tasted pretty ass. But hey, that's just me. It is coming back though, so I'm kind of excited for that new flavor. But yeah, Travis kept himself busy doing speeches at colleges.
I think the important thing too is to remember that like the kids rule the world. They're never gonna stop ruling the world. And I think the more that we acknowledge that, the more like peace we could probably find.
Hosting an emergency relief drive with Cactus Jack in Houston.
And then I want to acknowledge the Cactus Jack Foundation. Travis Scott mom, Wanda Webster. Where's Wanda? Wanda. And look, Miss Webster, Wanda has been with me, with the city.
Shooting the music video for Escape Plan, and of course, busy in the music scene.
In your city, looking for it, moving cognito, Jeffrey with me. After this drop, then it's only the label. You see the crosses surrounding the table.
And on July 24th, he tweeted about his single, which was supposed to start off the rollout for Utopia.
12-figure state plan, that was the escape plan, but hey, investigating.
And performed it for the first time at Rolling Loud Miami. Bruh, from watching the video on YouTube, that set looked amazing. Praise God released in August of this year. Amazing track.
Kept it real tight like your son.
And he was on Certified Lover Boy as well.
Worry sick, I'm sick of worrying. It's just a worry and I'd rather bury it in my...
Damn, I just can't stand this album cover. As well as Kylie revealing that their second baby was on the way. And Travis went on to win Best Hip Hop Song with Franchise at the VMA Awards. And a lot of people were in the comments saying, oh shit, he forgot to mention Kylie in his speech.
I first want to thank God, my mom, Stormy, all the amazing fans out there. I love y'all so much. We couldn't do it without y'all. To my label, Cactus Jack, Epic Records, I love y'all so much.
In October, Don Toliver would drop his fire album Life of a Don with Travis on 2 different tracks.
You like the coordinate, know it's good to see the hood in your face. Blessings on blessings, I'm drowning all in them, I'm having a scoop. Yeah.
And he was on Young Thug's song Bubbly, fire track.
5 nights up, still popping in rage, in the SVR, still living the range.
He headlined Rolling Loud New York this year as well, which crazy thing is, I'm such a Chief Keef fan, bro.
Oh, yeah.
She think I'm cute, she wanna have sex.
That Chief Keef ended up not showing up the day before, so they moved him to the last day, the same time as Travis, bro. So I actually ended up waiting for Chief Keef for like 30 minutes, bro. While I'm looking to my right and I just see fireworks going off, fire, all this shit. And we all just looking at each other like dickheads, just standing there. No one telling us anything. So like 25 minutes before I knew the night was over, me and my boy just looked at each other like, bro, if Chief Keef don't come out in 5 minutes, we out. After like 3 minutes, yeah, we ran to Travis, bro. So I caught like the last maybe 5-6 songs. It was pretty lit for what it was.
We in this bitch to see Chief Sosa, boy. Travis over there, but it's all good. We glow gang, you know what I'm saying? Bro, where the fuck is Chief Keef at, bro? We looking like some idiots, fam. Trav turning up over there. It's 9:25, boy. Fuck that shit. We out to see Travis, boy. They playing games, bro. Fuck you mean? We don't got time for this shit.
And I gotta say one thing, that this guy right here, he was one of my really good friends. And I love him so much and I miss him so much. Chase B, what we doing? Off the side of that.
Last fucking day, you heard? Open that fuck out of here. It's rolling loud, bitch. Let's get it. Turn the fuck up. You feel me? This time it's rolling loud.
Say fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Let's do it, Chase B.
That's how we already know. Y'all know you with the pick and roll. Now your friend is sickle mode. They get here with all the ice on it, I'm cool. I can get outside when they pull up and give me. She's in love with what? Back in high school, I used to bust it to the head. I've been having fans 13 hours till I land. I mean, out like a light, like a light. And then I crack down the block. Right or right, cut the lights.
Turn me up, Trav.
So before we go, Chase B, let's fucking do it, yeah? Let's try this shit out.
Open it up, open it up, open it up, open it up.
I get those goosebumps every time.
You make shit.
Worry about those comments.
Yeah. This one, we do. I get those goosebumps every time. You know that.
about to come in.
In early November, Travis pulled up to an elementary school in Houston with his mom and grandma in attendance to open up a garden behind the school dedicated to his grandma.
1, 2, 3.
She used to have a garden in her backyard that looks similar to this, like with these boxes. She might still have it back there somehow, which is kind of crazy. All she did was make flowers for people around the neighborhood and for family, and mostly for anybody who asks, really. She probably did hair back there too. So this, so it's kind of crazy that we were able to bring this to the elementary school and allow kids to kind of have that same experience.
The rapper helped students plant flowers and vegetables in the Cactus Jack gardens. As Travis Scott laughed and played with the kids, looking onward was a proud mother.
Words can't express how proud I am for him. If anybody would have told me this would be happening, I would have said no way.
Concert goers rushed through the gates. The VIP security checkpoint destroyed. Some people trampled, and at least one person hurt. Just before 9, about 30 minutes before Travis Scott would take the stage, a countdown timer started. Some fans say they felt the crowd pushing forward and backwards aggressively. And as that clock got closer to 0, it got much worse. Just after 9, Travis Scott goes on stage to start his set. The rowdy crowd rushing toward that stage. People couldn't breathe, some passing out as he performed his first song. By 9:30, the Houston Fire Department is receiving reports that people are hurt in the crowd. Firefighters send help to the scene.
I see somebody in the tree. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on.
At the same time, Houston police officials say they told the show's producers people are going down. By 9:38, the Houston Fire Department says it declared a mass casualty event, reporting it took 2 minutes for the first unit to get to the scene and make patient contact. Concert goers say they were calling out for help, but emergency responders couldn't hear them over the loud music. Finally, around 10:10, Travis Scott stops performing. Some attendees say he actually played his full set before stopping.
I'm sorry, but that wasn't enough. When we were pulling people out, I'm hitting cameraman, like, hey, we need to get him out. Like, people just like sitting on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't enough.
Where your feet were placed is where your feet stayed the whole night. It was just my rib cage was so squished that I couldn't expand my chest, expand my lungs to catch a breath.
As a member of the security team alerts the staff to multiple people without pulses.
I mean, you go and you just have nothing but fun time, like fun stories to tell. I mean, this time you like barely make it out alive. This time at Astroworld, it was totally different. It was just like a concert from hell.
The way they described the scene at Energy Park Friday night is enough to rattle someone who wasn't even there. Unable to breathe, piles of people on the ground, some clawing on their clothes as a lifeline, trying to get up so they weren't trampled, pressed so close to strangers that you couldn't lift your arms or turn your head. They were trapped and helpless.
Two hands to the sky.
I was literally praying and I was like, please get me out of here. Like, this is not how I want to go, please.
When you start looking at how easy it is to shut down the event and how obvious it was that there were problems, why wait?
I think Drake came on like 45 minutes after, at least.
So after it was known that people had lost their lives.
I was literally holding kids in the crowd, like trying to pick them up off the ground, and everyone else around me was just dancing and partying. And I'm trying to pull these kids off the ground. This kid's eyes rolled to the back of his head. The festival theme, it had like this dystopian theme, kind of like driving fear into the crowd before like the artist even came out.
Yeah, I've seen him say your music is demonic and this was a satanic ritual. You think your music is to blame?
I mean, no. I'm a man of God, so
Travis Scott said he's a man of God. At Travis's show, Astroworld, he had a shirt on. On that shirt, he had blue people going into a door, which was a portal, coming out of that door, becoming little red demons. Coincidence? I don't know. Travis always has a big face at his shows with the mouth open wide, where people can go in and come out. Well, on the bottom picture here, you have a painting of hell. Coincidence? I don't know. Travis had a physical portal at his show Astroworld, and on it said, "See ya on the other side." Sadly, 10 people lost their lives at this same show. Coincidence? I don't know. The performance setup for this show was a portal and an inverted cross coming out of it. Coincidence? I don't know. The flyer for the show were eyes with hands on it with a pyramid, and the pyramid's going into a portal. Coincidence? I don't know.
Like, it felt like we was in a concert in hell. You couldn't breathe. You couldn't see. Like, just imagine all the people they're going to find tonight who was in that crowd, who nobody could see, who nobody could hear, who passed out, and everybody was just trampling on top of them the whole fucking concert. Like, I'm thinking it's probably going to be like at least 100 people who dead tonight. Like, I kid you not. Like, in the VIP section, it was so many bodies laid out. People was getting pulled out who was fainted. And the people were the medics were trying to give them CPR, and they was flipping them over, and like they was literally turning black and blue. Like, I never seen death in my fucking life, bro. Just by me alone, it was probably like 10 fucking people laid out dead. And like, once the medics tried to help them, they wasn't responding. They moved to the next person. It was nothing they could have do. Like, this shit really fucked me up and like really spooked me tonight. Like, that was like some demonic shit. Like, and
wow.
It was so crazy. Like, people were screaming help. Travis Scott, they was like help. The whole crowd was just going like help, help, help. And he just kept going, bro. It was like, that shit was scary, bro. It was so demonic, bro. And mind you, y'all see the type of music I make. Y'all see everything. Like, you know, like I've been so heavily influenced by Travis, but like after tonight, bro, like God really showed me, like, you know, like stay away from that shit, bro. Like, that shit not for you. Cause like he sacrificed so many people's lives tonight, like for real. Like, so many people's lives are gone tonight because they want to go to a fucking Travis Scott concert and have fun. You know, he influenced people to be raging and all this shit. So many people broke in and it was just chaos, bro.
I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, you know, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need, you know. I could just never imagine the severity of the situation. We've been working closely with everyone to just try to get to the bottom of this. The City of Houston, HPD, Fire Department, everyone to help us figure this out. So if you have any information, please just contact your local authorities. Everybody continue to just keep your prayers. I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. I'm gonna do everything I can to keep you guys updated and just keep you guys informed on what's going on. Love you all.
I've been dreading this whole time having to write/give my commentary on this part, but here we are. This is like my third time doing this voiceover because I was just too saddened about this whole thing and honestly got kind of choked up speaking on it because this whole event is just so unfortunate, bro. This whole event. Doing research and watching all these clips and mini documentaries and interviews of the people who survived that day, all that shit. And when I see footage of the show, it honestly makes me manually breathe. Like I'm holding my breath watching the whole shit. And I've been to a ton of different concerts, bro, and festivals where it does get super dense and it feels like bowling pins or a wave where you have no control of your body for a little bit. And it's scary, man, it really is. And especially if it's hot out, oh man, it's way worse because everyone around you just makes it feel like you're in an oven. So I couldn't even imagine falling or being crushed where you can't even move your arms and all you can do is scream for help while there's people around you rapping to the songs or turning up, especially on top of an ambulance, like little truck like that. It's insane. There's people literally crying for help. Man, watching that live stream is crazy because honestly, this whole event had crazy potential to be one of Travis Scott's best performances or most memorable events. You know what I'm saying? And watching that stream, you could literally hear and see people screaming for help while there's people turning up not even knowing what's happening around them. Bro, some dude even said in an interview that you couldn't even look down at your feet to see what you were stepping on. You just had to keep moving not to fall. That's tragic, man. One of the victims who passed away, his face was disfigured due to it being stepped on. That's just so sad. And it's crazy how just a week or so after the whole thing took place, Hulu allowed a whole documentary to be put on their platform called Astroworld Concert from Hell. Talk about distasteful. There was a tweet that was blowing up saying, and I quote, "Hulu making a documentary about Astroworld is in poor taste all around. People are still burying their loved ones. The legal cases haven't even started. Great documentaries are done when all the facts are laid out. Not enough time has passed to fully discuss this." And I totally agree, which is why it was taken down shortly after the backlash. And don't even get me started on the amount of lawsuits Travis and the organizers were hit with. Millions on millions of dollars they were being sued for. Everyone was trying to point the finger on who to blame, most of it going towards Travis's way, with everyone asking how could he not have stopped it? Does he not have an earpiece? How come the people from the event couldn't just go up to him and just like whisper in his ear and say, "Yo bro, we gotta stop the show"? Which I'm kind of on that boat. There had to have been people part of the event that could have just gone up to Trav and tell him like, "Yo fam, people are getting hurt out there, stop the show." A lot of people saying it was because of his past incidents where he entices a riot or a crowd to bum rush the barricades, fuck authority, fuck security, let's rage, etc. attitude. Many people look back at his Terminal 5 show in 2017 where a fan jumped from the 3rd balcony, breaking his legs and paralyzing himself for life. Where for those who actually seen the footage, Travis never told that specific fan to jump down. He told someone else before that, like, "Are you gonna do it though?" And that fan jumped, but was fine. The one who paralyzed himself, Travis was even like, "I don't know why you did that, but bring that dude over here. Come here, take this ring, give him this ring."
Hold on, get ready. Take this ring. Take this ring right here. Take this ring. Come here. Come here. Take this ring. Hey, pick him up. Pick his ass up. Give him this ring. I gotta put this ring on him.
Events like that could have encouraged the behavior from so many people. Some people were pointing the finger at the ones who organized the stage and how it was terribly designed, only one way in and one way out, making it hard for paramedics or security to even help people. They were understaffed, and I'm sure ever since this event, festivals have kept closer look on how to treat their events. Safety is more of a priority now, more than ever. Crazy fact though, Live Nation has been linked to at least 200 deaths and 750 injuries at its events in 7 countries since 2006, bruh. Crazy. I even noticed that shit felt different when I went to Rollin' Loud Cali in December of 2021. They started throwing water pouches into the crowd, like little Capri Suns of water with salt in it. That was the first time I ever experienced that at a festival or any show, and I could totally feel the difference in that crowd. People were hesitant to mosh. They even made the event 18 plus instead of the usual 16 plus. I was hearing people at the festival say, "Nope, not trying to die. I don't want another Astroworld." Like, it was crazy. The following year though, Travis would privately settle an Astroworld lawsuit, and in 2023, the grand jury decided that Travis won't be indicted for the event, with a lot of people upset about it, but hey, what can you do? Obviously, Utopia would get delayed and pushed back big time because of this. Some could even argue that this hurt SoFaygo's timing as well, as he would become a member of Cactus Jack. And it was all just bad timing, really. But me personally, I just don't think Faygo is a big priority for Travis like that, as he barely promotes him, no songs with him, although he did shout him out and gave him major props at a show once.
This motherfucker right here is one of the hardest artists of all time. Everybody make some motherfucking noise for so motherfucking Faygo in this motherfucker.
My boy John even interviewed Faygo and asked him if he was going to be on Utopia, and he said this.
"I can't tell you that. I can't tell you that. You know I can't tell you that."
And he wasn't on it. But neither was Don Toliver, so I don't know. And don't even get me started on Sheck West, bro. That dude hasn't dropped a tape since I graduated college back in 2018. But yeah, Travis would become completely silent for months after the Astroworld event, and you wouldn't really hear much from him. That was until a track would release in April of 2022 called Hold That Heat. Trav would finally be quote-unquote in the spotlight again when he would perform at the 2022 Billboard Awards. He performed the track Mafia, and I still can't believe he didn't put that song on Utopia, bruh. But whatever.
I like to travel the heat.
Travis would end up doing a surprise event in Coney Island, Brooklyn on July 4th. Probably the first time he's been outside in front of fans since the event. I wasn't able to go, but my boy John went, and he said that shit was lit.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. You being too real in this one. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Those niggas are bad, she get naked. Them niggas out here, she said like, she lying, put him in top. But the bros not up and I both for him. Okay, okay. Can I say vodka, forget the smoke. Up in the floor, smoke niggas throat. Let's right to what? Let's right to what? Let's right to what? Let's right to what? I get those goosebumps every time. What? Hey! 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go! Pick him up. Young flame here, single hole. Give me the ball. Say she got my mind on what I did. It's a little white horse. I like a deal. I be fucking dope. I'll be out till next week.
The first time I would see Trav pop out since the event was at Rolling Loud Miami a few weeks later. Once everybody saw that Cactus Jack logo, boy, you would have thought an earthquake took place with how insane that crowd went when he brought out Travis, bro. Oh my god. One of my favorite moments of that year, easily.
I'm here with you, my nigga. I'm here with you. Let's do it, baby. Get your fucking hands up, I'm not playing. Don't you open up that window. Don't you do that shit, bro.
And he would perform at the O2 in London in August this year too. Fire show. Oh yeah, and there were these billboards that were all over America with these sayings on them saying, "Psst, wrong way, looking for utopia," which I thought was pretty dope. But we wouldn't get the album in 2022. What we would get though for the rest of the year were some fire features, as usual.
Back to utopia to ride. I'll be back when I'm straight on. You my favorite color, now you seeing every shade of me. We put out the feathers for this type of weather. She put it a club to bust up a dub. Drop top and rain. This night feel insane. Ratchet bitches wanting Frenchies, not Philippe. That's the type that put me in my mood. You never sleep. Stretch 100 to millions in weeks. Gotta run in and ride it for me. Dang, I'm off of the juice. Never Conseco the mix. Rocking the braids out of twist.
Oh, and he performed at Bronny's birthday party too. That was pretty lit.
Say what? Get off in the
And he also directed Future's song 7:12 p.m.
Money real long, biggest King Kong when you make trap go jump.
Come on, let's not sleep on Travis's director skills too. I see him.
Check West, you know the scouts is on the way. We got Fago about to put a little EP out, that's on the way. And right after that, Utopia.
Greetings from Utopia. Before the show starts, open that show. Greetings from Utopia. Before the show starts, open that show. Greetings from Utopia. Before the show starts, open that show.
Before we get into all that, 2023, man, let's talk about it. Travis Scott is officially back, bruh, and really promoting the shit out of Utopia with hella marketing. But he started off the year on a wild note when Don Toliver's Lovesick album dropped, which is underrated, by the way. Don had an album release show at Irving Plaza in New York for $30, bro. Fire show, and guess who popped out? Man.
Turn me up, Don! Turn me up!
Wider, 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 wider. If you can't stand there, get your ass out the way. Yeah, that's what I like.
Okay. Don't you open up that window. Yeah. Don't you let up that. Don't you do it. Yeah. Popping pills is all we know. Yeah.
I never seen Travis at this point of his career do such a small venue. It was amazing to experience that shit live. In fact, that same night, Travis ended up getting arrested. Yes, bro, you heard that right. When he was performing at a nightclub alongside Don Toliver, when a sound technician told Travis to lower the music down as it was too loud for the venue size, and Trav reportedly gave that dude the middle finger and punched him in the head, and the dude needed medical attention. Travis also ended up damaging $12,000 in the club's sound equipment before he left the spot. The NYPD issued a warrant for Travis's arrest, but it was quickly resolved with a settlement, and the cops didn't press any charges, so that's that. I went to Rollin' Loud Cali this year too, where Travis headlined, and I'm not gonna lie, this was probably his weakest set, bruh, that I've ever been a part of or seen online. It got cut short at the end. He was still performing, but the music was like off or like really low. I don't know, it was weird.
What the fuck is going on, bro? How they still got the fireworks going? What the fuck? You can't hear shit.
and I feel like Travis kind of held back a bit in that performance. I don't know, the energy was aight. It wasn't anything special really. The ball would continue to roll for Utopia as the months went on. You would start seeing different people carrying or with someone carrying the Utopia briefcase. And July would really be the month where shit would hit the fan. I went to Wireless Festival in London, and man, that set from Travis was probably my favorite that I've experienced. The energy was insane. And then he would perform at Rolling Loud Miami not too long after, where he would tell the crowd that it was going to be the last time performing that set.
Before I go, today will be the last day that I ever perform this set. Utopia, I'll see you in a couple days. I'm dropping a movie in theaters, and I'll see you in Egypt if you can make it to the pyramids.
He was supposed to have a show in Egypt for the album, but despite him and his team trying so hard for it, even tweeting about it, but it ended up never happening. He would end up dropping the lead single for it, K-Pop, a week before the album dropped.
Do you still pop on? Do you dance? Do you still drop some? No, you can't.
Which when I first heard it, I was like, what the? This is pop as hell. It's not a bad song by any means, it just wasn't the direction I thought we'd get, especially for a lead single, but the song has grew on me. It's pretty fire. But finally, Utopia would drop on July 28th, 2023. He had a listening party in Brooklyn the night Utopia dropped too. I'm so mad I missed this show, bro, because it was right by my crib, bro, but whatever. It looked so lit. Admittingly, at first, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, I guess I was just expecting more rage shit, more turn up shit, more of that, alright, it's lit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I didn't appreciate it for what it was. But boy, has that changed over the next few weeks and months, man. This is probably my favorite project of the year now. Way too many good songs on here. I could listen to this whole album from front to back, no problem. I actually just did that at the gym.
Right here, my new modern jam. I can't get it now, don't you? I just want it all. Crazy, is you fucking crazy? Is you fucking crazy? Twin bitches hopping off a jet ski. Yeah! Give me love, they let us got. They love out of this rock, they love in the jock. No Wi-Fi, we hot spot and connect to the block. That again. Think I gotta bound out again, but I understand. I sin, I've been. Can't forget about that place we went. Okay, this shit is out of control. I'm driving through hell and I done brought snow. Stick to the code, binary like eyes and nose.
He ended up having a show in Rome a week after, with the crowd going so crazy. That he ended up causing an earthquake, bro. Shit crazy. And he brought out Kanye.
There is no Utopia without Kanye West. There is no Travis Scott without Kanye West. There is no Rome without Kanye West. Make some noise for yeah!
The album ended up selling 496,000 copies first week, debuting at #1, with the vinyl records selling like hotcakes. But speaking of the vinyl records, if they all would have shipped within that first week, it was actually on pace to really sell 738,000 copies first week. It ended up staying at #1 for at least 4 weeks on the charts, selling over 150,000 copies consistently every week, bro. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite song off Utopia. He dropped the whole cinematic movie, basically one long music video for the album called Circus Maximus. And of course, he had to go on tour for this bad boy, which at the time of this recording has been very, very successful. The merch is going crazy. People are bum rushing GA again. The set design is wild. He's been playing some rare songs in his set list too, like Nightcrawler.
Ready? Go ahead.
SDP Interlude. even drugs you should try it. He brought out Offset to perform their song together, Say My Grace. And I'm sure he's going to be bringing out way more people throughout this tour, man. Me personally, I'm going to be at the Jersey show on December 26th. My girl can't make the New York show, so the closest thing for me is Newark. Either way, I cannot wait. Also, as of today's recording, it's currently October 20th as I'm doing this. The highest charting song from Utopia, you'll probably never guess what it is. It's actually the song I Know.
Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 bitches sucking like bisons.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm extremely surprised by that. I thought maybe it would be Meltdown or Fiend, cause I swear the song I Know was underrated as hell when it dropped. So to see that song out of all of them be the highest charting one is pretty dope. Oh yeah, and he was also on Trippie Redd's Man. Clearly didn't like what the engineer did to it.
Rockstar, rap star, turn this to an avatar, hunters turn you avatar.
He also did a feature this year on the song Liquor Store. Bruh, fire verse.
Running my spot like 7-Eleven, I need it all day, no 10 to 4. Yeah.
Man, Travis Scott. I don't even know how to summarize this man's legacy, his impact, and overall career over the past decade. But I'll tell you one thing, he's arguably the greatest performer in the hip-hop realm of all time. Plus, not too many people curate masterpieces like he does when it comes to their projects. He gives you classics, timeless albums, memories that we cherish.
Travis.
Why Giannis just can go right up and dunk that over Harris, and Travis Scott.
This is the longest battle I've ever seen. He's crossing everybody over in his head.
Belt. I seen this one girl finger herself live.
Damn. While you were performing?
Yeah.
Oh, that was for you?
Yeah.
And she was staring at you?
Yeah. It was the most creepiest shit ever. No, in the studio, like what goes through Travis's mind when that happens? Like, let me know.
Surprisingly fat women, man. Like, man, I just think about that. Monopoly, Uno, ladders and chairs.
Oh my God, that is preposterous.
Priceless.
Priceless, okay, how much the chain? How much the chain?
Priceless.
Okay, I see the jacket. How much the jacket, my boy?
Priceless.
Okay, I see the Richard, though. How much the Richard?
We're gonna let Google do that.
Oh, Google do that? Okay, I see the pants. How much the pants, my boy?
Priceless.
Priceless for the pants. I see the kicks, my boy. How much for the kicks?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, oh my God, crazy.
And I'ma continue to give that boy his flowers while he's still here. Travis is a GOAT, bruh. And I look forward to the next decade and whatever new dope shit he's gonna give us over the years. Shout out to Trav, man. And if you like this video, make sure to turn me up with a like and subscribe to your boy. And I'll check you guys in the next video. Peace.
All I eat is lean out lying pills. Oh my God. I see you